So I thought it'd just be nice to do a little voiceover of a demonstration I did for students today. So I'm just palpating through, I'm just doing superficial checks. So I'm just getting a bit of a snapshot of the day to see how this horse is feeling. So I just ran down through the middle of the splenius and then checked in front of the shoulder blade. And I'm now just having a little squeeze, a gentle squeeze through brachiocephalicus. So brachiocephalicus is a big, long, complicated name for this muscle here, which I'm waggling, doing a bit of a pinch test. It's the prime falling mover. So that muscle is responsible for pulling that limb forward. And then I'm just checking up through the triceps. So I'm just using the pad of my thumb and I'm just explaining to my student that if we see any kind of twitching or fasciculation through the trapezius, it could indicate a little bit of tension there through the shoulder. Then I'm doing a press test in the thoracic portion of the trapezius. So really just mimicking where the points of the tree are. If you have any ill-fitting saddles, this is where you may get tension. I'm just rippling through there with my fingers, probably talking about fasciculation. And then really just between the dorsal spinous processes and the shelf of the ribs, I'll use the pads of my fingers just to run along through the longissimus dorsi muscle, just to really see if there is any pain response from the horse, any reaction. And just there at the caudal aspect of the thoracics, there was a little bit of fasciculation through there on Parker. So a mild bit of, a little bit of tension present through there. So that is just the pads of my fingers, and I'm running through the lumbar region. And I think I'm just explaining here at the end of the saddle, T17 and T18, it is quite common to find a stress point there in the longissimus dorsi. So just discussing texture and tone there, it felt a little bit dehydrated. And then I'm just pulling through the lumbar region between the tubercoxae and T18, the last rib. And Parker didn't seem too worried here. And then the zigzags, so just zigzagging up over the gluteal muscles and the biceps femoris. So I'm just trying to feel if there are any areas of tension. I want to see that he's kind of healthily swaying with his pelvis as I'm palpating there and not bracing against me. And then I'm just having a little squeeze down through the hamstring muscles, called the semitendinosus and the semimembranosus. Thank you very much, Parker.